So got our old piece, and basically, you know, we're going to cut these out and put them in today, and then we'll work on our hood a little bit and get some of this welding done around the firewall and other areas.
Well, it looks like a cab and a hood day. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to this episode. We'll be right back after this intro. All right, well, welcome back to this week's episode of SMN Garage. And today's going to be catch-up day, I guess, for us. Tony's getting some tools out. I'm going to flip the camera around, and we'll get you caught up.
All right, morning, y'all. So what we're going to do, you know, as on the intro, we're going to cut a panel out and repair our bad rotted place. And these are donors from our original firewall. And then this one, for the passenger side, I know there's still a little bit of rot hole here, but it's not as bad as the other. But then what I want to go over, I see this a lot in conversations on different platforms, but I'm going to present y'all a little bit of panel bond stuff so that y'all kind of can learn a little bit of how to use that. I see a lot of these trucks that around these wind lips, for the windshields, glass areas, around the corner windows, etc., back windows, there'll be a lot of like little pinholes. And the guys always think they got to cut a big area out to repair that, and you don't really have to do that. I'm a pretty big advocate of this product. All of your newer trucks or cars are put together with, you know, with panel bond between hoods and under hood structures. If you open the hood and you see all that skeleton work under there, they glue that together. And when this truck goes back to dirt in another 70 or 80 years or 100 years, that glue will still be laying on top of the ground because it's a synthetic formula. But it works. And on these little pinhole areas, you clean it down to bare metal, and this is the greatest product in the world for fixing. Not holes like this, but like a small pinhole. You know, like if we were just going to fix a little hole like this, I wouldn't cut that out. What I would do is I'll back tape it, clean it with a wire wheel to bare metal, flap disc, and then I would panel bond that. And you can sand the panel bond, prime it, paint it, and it's good to go, and it'll stay. So we're going to show you a couple of different ways to fix small stuff without, you know, breaking the bank. Again, we robbed donors from our old firewall, and then we're going to fix a bunch of little stuff today on this thing, and hopefully we're going to get really close to getting ready to sand it and paint it soon.
All right, well, while Tony's doing that over there, is getting set up, and we took the hood off, we flipped it upside down over here, and we got a little repair. You've seen on the previous video, the seam, these are obviously two pieces originally, and then they're seamed together. But the seam from the front to where it latches is going to need a little work. So I'm going to show you a couple little tips that Tony shared with me, and we're going to work on this thing today, and we'll catch you up with that too. All right, well, let's catch you up here real quick. So I went through at Tony's advice, and this hood had, obviously it's a two-piece hood. The whole front part was completely disconnected, and you saw in the video before where the trim, the hood trim for the top, was kind of flopping in the wind. Well, that's what we're going to work on. So we drilled out these rivets that were in here. You can probably see where the new bolts are. And then I just took some, you know, we talk about heading down to the hardware store and buying some nuts and bolts kits. Drilled that through, held my hand behind and just kind of made sure we got it level. And then we had lost a lot of this metal out here in the front. So we C-clamped it, and Tony came in with a welder, and we've tacked it in place. These hoods, you know, you never take them apart hardly anyways. So that's where we're at right now. Now we have to work on the hood support. We got these rods out here, support rods. Get this all anchored in, then we'll flip it over, and we'll get the trim piece back together.
All right, so yeah, I've took a minute and fitted our new piece in. I've added a little bit of some backing plates behind part of this. So I'm gonna bring my welds around. I'm gonna weld on the inside of the dash to get all that in. This piece, then I'll flap disc it. I'll go back to our 1/2-inch pencil sander, and I'll dress all this up, and then we'll bring y'all back around and show y'all this one finished, and then we're gonna move over to the other side.
All right, well, we've moved outside, and just take a minute to thank all our new subscribers. And we're really gaining a lot of ground, and we really appreciate all the new folks that are tuning in to watch these videos. We're fixing to have a couple videos go over 1,000 views just since we've started this project. So we're really excited about that. Remember, like, subscribe, share the videos with your friends. I'm gonna get into scuffing this thing and get some of this heavy rust off, and then we'll go see what Tony's doing, because you never know. All right, so where are you at? It looks like I'm just gonna kind of start here.
Inside looks really good too.
Yeah, inside looks good. Let's see.
The rest of that will kind of body finish out.
Okay.
But yeah, that one come out really good. So,
so let's take a look. And
so, where we had originally cut the firewall off, and then this was, if y'all go back in the videos, this was had a little rot hole going on. I was looking for the correct word. So went ahead, again, structure is inside. This is sheet metal. So what I've done is I've come in and we're gonna
look at that, fancy dancy,
make it go away. It's the only way I know to work. So that was saved from our cut fit. This would have been.
Yeah. Don't ever throw anything away.
No, this will actually go in the box back there for a rainy day around here.
We're winding up today, so obviously you can tell I'm got the handheld. We're going to get back to the panel bond. You talked about it earlier when we opened up this episode.
Come over.
So let me switch around, and this is what we'll do.
So going back, I mentioned this earlier. You might want to come above right here. So it's just cleaner than my fingers. The pinholes here, just right on the edge right here. We got a few little places, and I purposely didn't try to blow those apart and weld them up. So what I'm going to show you, and you guys, there's a small one. Come on over here with me, Dave. Again, I didn't fill this in. There's a small one here, right here. If y'all can see that.
Okay.
So, back to, you guys at home that aren't familiar with panel bond, I've mentioned this in the past. I come out of the motorcycle industry, and I've actually glued motorcycle bags back together that were broke, painted a bike, a guy wrecked the bike again, and the glue held on a plastic bag. This stuff's indestructible. So we'll show you. It's just a 2-part. They normally come with a mixing straw. And for what little bit we're going to use here, I'm just going to show you how I like to apply it on these trucks. The mixing straw puts a lot out, and it doesn't really fine tune what I want to do with it. I'm going to show you how to use it with a popsicle stick. So, you know, it's just a 2-part epoxy. Little goes a long way. By the way, you're going to need a dual chamber gun like this. They're available anywhere, most auto bodies, online, whatever. You know, and this panel bond is, you can buy this stuff from $25 a tube to $65. I don't care, whatever brand. Your working time, 3 or 4 minutes. So, what I like to do is come in and just take my pinholes and take the popsicle stick, again with the rounded corners. It'll work in this little area very well. And that is like, you can actually see the metal when I back away right here. Dave will show you. You can actually see the metal through the glue right here. I've wiped it super thin. And that's it. It's filled and done. Moving on. So, you know, it is sandable when it's dry. Cure time about 3 hours. But it also, like these little pockets in the weld, they weren't necessarily holes. They're just low areas.
So like a filler too.
So I can use it like a filler, exactly. And it's there, but it's only going to bond to the raw metal. It's not going to bond to, you know, scaly rust. But you guys that work, you work around these lips, and they got little pinholes. This is the way to go. In here, above the windshield. And you know, what I did here is I let this tack up, and I come back and do a light buildup layer. So before we paint body, I'll come in and sand and smooth this up at a later date. And I'll show y'all how it makes, I mean, there's, again, you know, you can cut and put metal in it, that's fine. Do whatever you want to do. This right here, hands down, I love the glues.
Yeah, I think the key is in the popsicle stick.
It's the curves. I've done it with everything. I love it. You know, it's I'll tell you where I use this glue a lot in these trucks. And that's right here. You get one of these trucks that's got pinholes down in that channel and that drain and that drain area.
Yeah.
You can go underneath that dash and back tape that real loosely, and I like to use the foil, like a HVAC foil duct tape, because it's really nice and stiff and it'll hold, but it'll peel away from this stuff when you're done. Masking tape will tear. So I like to use the foil tape for a backing tape. It's nice and rigid too, you can use it. But you can go in and take that straw, it's pretty thin, it's got a little small tip, and you can fill that in, take the popsicle stick, kind of turn it sideways and just kind of smear it in, and it'll completely seal those off if you got little pinholes in there. Otherwise, you're cutting this out, and you got to go to somebody that's got one, because they don't make that as a repair part. So it's a way to save.
Tony's tech tip of the week.
I mean, this right here is the way to go.
Well, we've had a day. So it was a lot of little things, I guess. We went back, we added the filler, the bumper filler.
Bumper filler got put on.
Yeah, and that really wasn't a little, with Panza's kit, there's a lot of adjustment. I mean, just boom, 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 boom.
Super simple.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
Easy peasy. We did a little work on the hood. You saw that. We did a little welding. We didn't bolt it back together. A couple little Tony's tricks there. And I just took the wire wheel out there and, you know, I got the heavy stuff off. We found some more character in it. Like, I think this is where the tree fell on it. But anyways, so it's actually, it looks like it was a grain hood too. at one time.
It probably was.
So then we did the panel bond.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, I got those A-pillars finished
yeah.
up and
Oh,
fixed.
and
That
the
the
A-pillars,
windshield,
yeah.
the windshield channel there, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's been probably one of the most time-consuming spots on this whole truck.
Yeah.
Was those two little bits. I spent a whole day just on those.
Yeah.
That's a lot of little.
So you can move forward. What we've been trying to do is find a happy medium of moving the build forward so you see the truck coming together. Today was I wouldn't call it a backup day, but we backed up and getting the A-pillars filled in, getting some
that
panel
stuff had to be done so that we
stuff
could
that has to
move
be done,
forward.
yeah. So you can do that if you're obviously not filming a YouTube channel. You can do that in your shop at home and take the little extra time, finish that job completely out. We try to move forward so you see some more getting done on the truck, and then kind of back up or do some off-camera welding, or in this case, Tony usually does part of it off-camera, and then we show the little tricks. But I think other than that, we want to thank my son Patrick Hoke for the West Coast mirrors.
Yeah, for this build, they're perfect.
Is that not perfect?
I mean, for this build, they're perfect. And a lot of y'all, you're probably looking at these truck mirrors on this thing and thinking, man, it's just like this bumper.
Yeah.
When you see it put together, the vision that we have and that we've pulled out, in the end result in Townsend, in that general geographic of the world,
it's going to look cool.
This is going to look cool, and you're gonna get it. The light bulbs are going to click.
So we have a special. I don't know if we'll get to it. Maybe we'll get to it next Wednesday, but I have to make a trip. I've got we got another a donor.
Yep.
And I'm going to make a trip south of here, actually, to go see a friend of ours, and maybe I'll get a chance to film that down there. We might have an episode down rummaging, because I know you guys would love it, rummaging through somebody's yard for 4755 parts.
I can assure you, on the East Coast, if you're in the Southeast, period, there's probably two people in this group that's got more AD stuff
I know.
than probably anybody.
One of them's already donated. We're going to go visit the other one. I'm going to get it. Hopefully I get a chance to film down there a little bit. I know he probably doesn't want to give away everything he's got, because I'm sure he has some secrets. But I'm excited about going down there and adding another name to the list. Just can't thank everybody enough. All the crowdsourcing, all the small parts that we have coming in, and people actually start donating parts for the 27 truck, which is isn't that awesome?
Well, yeah, and we're in a position now that after next week, I was shooting to get ready to paint for the holiday week. We're obviously on top of that now, but we're only a week or two out that this thing can get ready to go that direction. And when it does,
a little steering action here, little running boards. Patrick's going to donate his running boards, and it's just come together.
Oh man!
But like I said, just can't thank everybody for all the smalls, the donations, 27 truck donations already coming in, and we're just excited about moving this forward. Never thought in a million years that it would come together like this. But we have such a great community. We can't thank you enough. We're doubled since we started this build. We've doubled the number of our subscribers. We want to thank all the new subscribers out there. Continue to share the videos, like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Have your Friday, Saturday, or Sunday watch parties. Share them with your friends. And if there's something in particular you're looking for, this particular truck, comment, bleep bloop, as Derek says in the comments, or get a hold of one of us and say, hey, I'm right where you're at. Show me how to do this piece or part.
Y'all get together too. You got your families. Not everybody celebrates on it's Friday, after Thursday, but put this on the TV.
There you go.
Let them watch us. Let them ask questions. Tell them
or
all
put it
about
on, let your dog watch it.
Yeah. Well, Luna watches it all the time. You know what? She wears YouTube out. So
we've had a great day. As always, we tried to bring you some great content, showing you this awesome build. that's going to be door prized at the 26 Smoky Mountain Nationals in Townsend, Tennessee. Is it getting
It's almost dry.
It's almost dry. And I guess I'm going to kind of start pack up my stuff, but Tony's got to sit here and watch the paint dry.
I'm gonna watch panel bond dry.
there you go.
Me and Luna's got a date with this ball out here in this mountain
There you
view,
go.
and we're about to go do it. It's that time.
As always, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next week on another episode of Smoky Mountain Nationals Garage. Dave out.
Tony out.
We'll see you next week.